Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today we're going to be talking about how to know when to stop your fast and how long you should be fasting. We're missing a piece of the puzzle.
You start getting healthy and you just become a better person.
We need to start focusing more on the individual. Okay guys, so briefly, I just want to make a quick announcement. Obviously, I announced that we're going to be setting up a board for A Healthy Alternative, and we've got quite a few applications that we will be going through over the next couple of weeks. The deadline to submit an application is on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Wednesday or Tuesday. I'll confirm that and I will note that in the video. But so make sure to get your application in by Wednesday, Tuesday. Do it by Tuesday, just to be sure. If you're interested in being on the board, we'll be reviewing over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be contacting everybody to, let them know if we're interested in interviewing them or whatever. Also, if you guys are enjoying the channel, if you believe in the movement and you want to support, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Obviously, that helps to get the videos out there so that, other people who aren't already in the know can see the videos and be a part of the community. Now, with that being said, today we're going to be talking about how long you should fast and how to know when to stop your fast, as I know we've got a lot of new people coming in, and this is a topic that's really popular right now. So let's get into it. So first of all, we're going to talk about how long you should fast, all right? And this is going to vary greatly depending on what you're dealing with, how committed you are to the process, your willpower. A lot of these things are things that I'll go over with you, like if we do a one-on-one consultation or anything like that, because it's going to basically be what's going to be best for you as an individual. Some of the things that you want to look for are obviously what's the main thing that you're looking to heal, or what is the main reason why you want to fast in the first place. If you're looking to fast for weight loss, then it may or may not be something that's like, oh, I got to lose, such amount of weight really fast. You might just want to lose the weight casually, or you may feel like you're not really that overweight to begin with, so it's not really that big of a deal. You can move a lot slower. Some people have deadlines. Hey, it's my birthday in 30 days. I want to lose X amount of pounds, or I want to look a certain way before my birthday, and that's going to help you determine how quickly you should fast. Now, just as a quick reference for those who have asked, if you're going to be looking to fast to lose weight, you're typically going to see about 2 pounds per day when you're doing a pure water fast with nothing in your water, up to 2 weeks. If you fast consecutively longer than 2 weeks, it usually averages to about 1 pound per day. So you usually go through what we call a shrink week on your third week, where you don't really see a lot of weight loss, but your body kind of tightens up and things like that. So it averages out to about 1 pound per day if you're fasting for longer than 2 weeks. Now, let's say you're not fasting for weight loss. Let's say you're fasting to heal a disease. There is no instruction manual that says, hey, if you have diabetes, fast for this long to heal diabetes, okay? The body's chemistry and makeup is very unique to each individual. Obviously, your eating habits and things are going to affect how quickly you heal and whatever, how, the type of water you're drinking and how committed you are to the process. Depending on how quickly you want to resolve the issue, you can choose more intense programs. Now, John and we adopted something called the 5-2, which is where you would eat for 2 days out of the week. You would fast for 5 days, okay? And that will very slowly, it's kind of like, it's one of those programs that will slowly ease you into it. Some people might think 5 days is long, but I think you'll find that after fasting a couple times, 5 days is actually pretty easy. And even on your weekends, you're not going to really want to eat that much. Now, that will help you heal your diabetes just by doing that. I mean, you really don't have to have any drastic changes to your diet. But if you want to increase the speed of healing, then you can make those changes to your diet. Now, I recommend an alkaline diet, and I talk about that in many other videos. So you guys can look for any videos where I speak about alkalinity or alkaline foods, and you can get more details about that. Let's say that you're dealing with something a little bit more life-threatening, such as maybe a cancer or something like that. You may want to take a more aggressive approach. And I have found that even with, if with aggressive diseases, if you are aggressive in your healing regimen, you can see healing fairly quickly. And even if you're not looking at seeing, 100% I'm better, you will start to see improvement to maybe get you out of that red zone. So if you're dealing with something like that, I would suggest fasting for as long as you can. And this might just be you needing to test it out and see what you're capable of. And also I would suggest doing a little prep work too. If you do a fruit fast, for example, for a week or 5 days prior to your long-term water fast, you're going to have a much better time because your body has a chance to kind of adjust to the fact that you're not putting food in it like it's used to. Another thing that's important to realize when you're fasting to heal something major, you want to really be careful about medications. All right. Now, some medications you can't take on an empty stomach. So obviously fasting while taking that medication is kind of a no-no. One of the things that I find that a lot of members do, and while I'm not a doctor and I can't prescribe you or tell you how to take your medication, a lot of members do decide to either reduce or eliminate their medication while they're fasting. And then oftentimes they find after a few repeated fasts, they no longer need the medication. We've had many people on the group speak about taking 5, 10, 15 plus medications. And after a regimen of fasting for a month, they don't need their medications anymore. So that's something that you're going to have to decide on your own. And obviously you can consult your doctor if you want to. Most doctors aren't really into fasting, I find, but you never know. Sometimes you get one who's, really going to help you and really wants to help you. And maybe they'll look into it and really talk it out with you and see what's best for you as far as that goes. Okay, so how do you know when to stop your fast? Now, there's a lot of things that people will throw out there. There's a lot of myths. There's a lot going on with, hey, when should I stop my fast? How do I know when to stop my fast, etc. Me personally, I feel like that is once again a very personal experience and a very personal question to ask. How are you feeling during your fast, right? How is it affecting you? How is it affecting your family? How is it affecting work? Things that you prioritize. In a perfect world, if you could take 2 weeks off of work, maybe 2 weeks away from your daily activities, relax and really focus on your health, that would be the optimal situation for fasting. And you could obviously prolong a fast because you don't have anything to do. You could sleep all day. I mean, fasting will still work if you're sleeping. But we live in the real world where we have to deal with families and jobs and grocery shopping for kids and things like that. So you need to really look at your own schedule. You need to look at what you have going on. You need to monitor yourself. How do you feel? I can tell you that fasting doesn't hurt you, although we do sometimes feel like fasting will hurt us. It doesn't. So you can push through if you feel like you got the willpower to do that. There is no, in my opinion, I haven't run across any true hunger, as it's been called. I don't know what that is. I've never felt that. For as many times as I fast and for as long as I've fasted, I've never felt that. And I don't know anybody who has felt true hunger. If you've been fasting for 2 weeks and you feel really good about the process and you planned on doing 2 weeks, but you're not really hungry, then that's a good indicator to keep going. If you've been fasting for 2 weeks and you plan to do 30 days and you feel really ill and you feel like you can't perform your daily normal activities, that's a good indicator to stop fasting. So it's really going to be based on you, your activities, and how you feel about it. There's really no, people are trying to sell you on this idea that there's a yes, you should fast or no, you should stop fasting. But it's really a personal thing. It's going to be based on how do you feel about it. And I don't really think anyone should really be telling someone else whether they should stop or start fasting or how long to fast. Let's take responsibility for our own health and make that decision ourselves. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button like I told you in the beginning. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to fill out your application for the board if you want to apply to be on the board for a healthy alternative. Don't forget to check out your bracelets. Don't forget to grab your shirts. You can support on ahealthyalternative.org. You can donate if you want. I have a Patreon. Of course, if you're not on Facebook, make sure to join the Facebook group. We're going to be putting some really lovely things in place very soon for you in order to make the Facebook experience even better than it already is. And as always, the application of knowledge is power, and I'll see you guys next time.